Buenos nachos, amigos, and welcome to Through the Tomes, a TTRP adventure where a group of understanding and patient friends gather together to go on a journey of fantasy, fantastical goodness, guided by an amateur GM. We're back into after a short little hiatus, back into the Hand of the Eight. We're continuing the adventure brought to us by DM Dave. You can of course pick it up at dmdave.com and a bunch of other stuff, really cool stuff, and check out his Patreon. On that case,
on it, in it.
Yes. We're going to be going through this D&D adventure again. We're going to get back into this again. We're all going to try to remember what we were doing and how the D&D works.
Oof, I've been intimately familiar lately.
And we're gonna get back into it. Where we last off, the gang was on the trail of Mega the Brash. They encountered they went to the city of Kola, found a big statue, saw a giant blimp or a giant airship thing, a dirigible docking, and saw Mega the Brash making an attack towards it, and this started a whole sequence of events. We're in round 4 of this whole set piece encounter thing, and we're gonna get started. Get started and get going through this. Try to do this a little expeditiously. And we're gonna start doing it where I'm just gonna check in and see if anybody has any particular thing they're doing. So I'll ask. As we start going to round 4, as Mega the Brash is 450 feet up in the air. Kind of recap where everybody is. The Spywise, and I think Spywise and Ox Hammerfellow were riding, because I kind of like you guys were riding these platforms, these flying platforms up towards the bigger platform. I believe you're one turn in, so about like if I remember, it functions like a broom of flying.
Mm-hmm.
So each one has a flying speed of 50. So let's say you're about 100 feet in the air, heading towards the outstretched arm of the statue where Mega the Brash is. Everyone else is kind of like on the ground. There's of course the blackbird, the bizarre the bizarre humanoid creature that was shrouded, and it seems to be in command of these endless swarms of blackbirds that appeared shortly before they themselves appeared, and seems to also be on their way, making a much quicker pace towards Mega the Brash, almost like supernaturally compared to you guys, because he has 3 legendary actions and can use them to move. So I believe he had, I believe. Let me see. Go back to the journal. Back to the journal. I love when the thing won't open and. Oh wait, I know. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, into third round. Okay. In the third round. Okay, so we had the third round. He uses I believe one of those is to move. Oh, can't take it. Oh, at least I got to see him there. Oh. Okay. We'll go up to the speed. Okay. That's all I needed to see. So that means he's moved. He's flown 30, 60, and then an additional 90. So they've moved about 150 feet. Okay. All right. They're flying. They've sent their blackbirds out ahead as well. So, does anybody have questions about where they're at or where our positions are before we?
I mean, I'm definitely trying to get myself reconnected with what's going on. I know I've been the most absent, so I was trying to just considering where I'm positioned. I know I was with I'm trying to remember his name. I'm forgetting the name of the character.
Spywise, you
the
and
small
Spywise
boy. That's right.
are both on separate like flying platforms that are that you kind of like commandeered that were originally used by the porters to like anchor the airship.
Ooh, so we're pretty high off the ground at the
So
moment.
like, you're about 100 feet kind of up in the air, and you were originally kind of like kind of making your way as best as you could up to try to give chase. So, all right. So, does anyone does anyone have anything that they're going to be doing in round 4?
I mean, this guy, how do I ping again? This one? I can't ping, even if I wanted to, I think. It's hold and click, right?
Hold.
The guy I have selected. That one.
Yeah.
I just want to hit him with a bonfire.
Right. It's about
turn them lights out.
Yeah, so he's about 150 feet in the air. Let me see. What's the range of bonfire?
It's 60-foot range.
Yeah, yeah.
So
he's about like
100. Is the porter in the air?
The porter is on the ground. They've just been trying to like figure out what's going on, but like
Oh, they're innocents. Okay.
I mean, as far as you can tell, they were just trying to like anchor and put this, bring this, just setting up the anchors and the ropes to tie up this the blimp.
Okay, so we kind of came in hot, knowing that bad shit was on this blimp, and the people that are right here maybe don't realize bad shit was on this blimp.
Yeah, you see that you looked up when you got here, you saw the ship kind of coming in, and it was just like the situation of the ship coming in, and then you spotted Mega the Brash apparently laying in wait on top of the statue on the arm that's extended out that it was docking on, and he appeared and started making his way fighting people along the way towards the blimp. and now currently he is fighting one of the porters on near the entrance of the near the entrance of the blimp. Near like
Right. So I mean, shit. For me, what are my? I need to check. I remember my staff has a bunch of bullshit I can do. What's the bunch of bullshit my staff lets me do? Where is that? Here we go. You know what? How hard is it? Oh, fucking 5 feet.
Yeah.
That sucks. All those are 5 feet, isn't it? Yep.
Yeah. That's why I'm like. Anybody else has got anything that they're going to be doing?
So, am I still able to see Mega with the birds, or are they blocking?
Oh, you can see. Yeah, you can see Mega. They're chasing. They haven't gotten up there really.
I
continue to shoot.
Okay.
I think that I don't have the things that will allow me to like it used to be that all my Staff of the Snail spells were in one of my lists, and I don't think they're there anymore.
Yeah. All right.
So, side note, for when you fix her character, also fix my staff.
Yeah. Luckily, it's at least in the description of your staff, so you can at least use that as a reference.
Bring up any of the descriptions.
How far does polymorph work?
Polymorph. I'm gonna.
Because if I could hit either the injured bad guy or injured big bad guy
is 60
with
feet.
Polymorph, that would be great.
But 60 feet, and everything's happening at 450 feet up in the air.
So that would be no.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
So I think like we're gonna.
Is the bird guy not by us? Is that not who you were talking about?
And what was that?
Who were you trying to hit?
Me? Anybody.
Anything. Okay.
I think
literally I was like, yo, I'll polymorph whatever's in range. And then P was like, fuck you, nothing's in range. And I'm like, well, fuck me then, I guess.
I mean, other than like the
like other than the guys I don't want to be mean to, we just like fucking crashed their party. Like they were just trying to do a job. I'm not gonna bust into McDonald's because there's an asshole in McDonald's and then drop kick the fucking cashier. Like that's not fair.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I guess I
like hang tight.
Yeah, I just move into place in case somebody falls.
Yeah.
Off of one of the platforms, and then like I'll cast. I will save for anybody falling, and if one of my friends fall, I want to be in a spot that I can cast a careful spell, which will automatically have them succeeding on saving throws.
Okay.
That is a good move.
Okay.
Fucking ideas. I'll be there to save the two idiots who decided to climb the rope in case they fall.
So Sept is.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I hear two idiots? Absolutely, one of them over here.
So Sept is gonna shoot. I presume. I know Spywise is gonna keep going another 50 feet up on the broom, or another 100 feet up on the broom because it's with dash. So is Ox Hammerfellow also just going up on the not broom, but on the platform? Just keep going another 100 feet. Is
Honest,
Let's see. So,
does Doomwatcher have something up his sleeve, or are we gonna just
I don't really think Doomwatcher has anything.
All right, so what we'll do is Spywise goes another 100 feet. The Blackbird continues up another 60 feet, just dashing, flying up towards Mega the Brash's. Blackbird's also leading the way. The Watcher holds its turn. In the next 3 turns, over the next 3 turns, the Blackbird also uses their legendary actions to continue moving. And Sept fires a shot.
okay. And I think that it should be 1 more bonus than it is, because it's +2 dex, +2 prof.
Yeah.
+1 grant, +1 for the thing, but it's just 2, 1, 1, 1.
Okay.
But yeah.
Either way. Natural 20.
Yes. I don't actually get to use one of the things.
And I think it's the bludgeoning, right?
I think that's what I was doing, trying to knock him off, yeah.
Yes.
So if the target succeed on a DC 15 strength saving throw, or be knocked prone or pushed 15 feet away.
All right. Let's see. This is going to be a very, very interesting moment for Mega the Brash. And it's gonna so it's, let's be honest, at this height, if he falls, if he loses, if he fails his saving throw, he's dead. He's going to splat. He's going to fall 450 feet and splat. I mean, we could calculate the damage, but if you know how falling damage works, you know 450 feet. So it was, what was the saving throw again? It was strength saving.
Right.
Strength save.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Strength saving throw. Let's see. Wow. Wait, does he have? Oh. In this moment, he would have failed if he didn't use his legendary resistance.
Yeah.
Damn. He was, oh man, but he does take the damage, luckily.
Yes.
Let's see, and it was, let's see.
Yeah. That all looks correct. So.
Okay, apply damage. Holy moly. He rolled I don't know if it showed, but he rolled a 12. And it's because he rolled a 5 plus his 7 like strength bonus, like saving throw bonus. Is like, wow. All right. You pull back the moat, and it coalesces into kind of this like fairly perceptible like wind stream that extends from your where you kind of have your fingers curled around the string. and all the way to the knock of the bow, and you can almost it's almost like you can see a little fist at the end, and it's like you just fire off the arrow and it flies true, and in that moment hits him center mass, and you can see the punch it does into his body, and you can see that it takes every moment of strength and every plant of his foot to almost like a supernatural.
Does he actually like windmill at the end and then
Like,
bring it?
And you can see that it takes up a moment. And he knows that he was that close to certain death. Looks back.
Yes.
It's one of those situations that make you really rethink being a bad guy.
Just like,
What?
and he has this like he takes that and he looks down at the ground, looks over at you, then looks back at the porter that he was engaged with. It just kind of has this determination. And then
Get you.
They as he takes a piss all the way from the just whips it out and just goes no. But then as he gets back his footing, you see further engages with the porter, overcomes him and throws him over the catwalk's edge, and in that moment Porter hits the ground, just dies from 450 feet, and he enters the gondola. It's 300 feet. The blackbirds are kind of getting closer to the blimp as Mega enters the gondola and into the blimp proper. I think with that kind of puts him out of sight of pretty much everyone. So, the bounty hunters. As we, I'll just put that. I have to put the press out. Okay. As we kind of enter into this, as you kind of like sat there, looking on, everything everything just so out of reach and out of your control. That Sep's thinking about that last shot and how good it felt and how close she was to just getting him off that edge and seeing him meet a just end as you watch the chase give. In that next round, the two idiots.
Hi.
Spywise and Ox continue to fly up 100 or so feet. They're 300 up. The Blackbird is still outpacing you with its just ungodly and speed.
Let's see if I have a brain blast.
The cock, as you can see from where your vantage point, you can almost kind of see some like activity towards the cockpit in the front. Some fights. You see the blackbirds pecking at the front of the cockpit, the windows. As my phone has like 30 notifications going off at once. And that continues to break in through the cockpit, the floor. The Blackbird continues to go into the
Hey, Petey, I was also wondering, just a little sidebar here with my inventory. Whatever happened to the great axe with the enchantment? Because I'm looking on the equipment list or on my inventory, and it looks like it's not here anymore.
It's definitely in your inventory here and on the in Foundry.
It's definitely not here, at least in D&D Beyond, under the one we got with the Hand of 8.
Yeah. Well,
for later.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I've got a lot of things I've got to figure out where they're at and what changed, because a lot of modules updated in Foundry. So, and like trying to get them to be working again. So is enters the cockpit, fights on the Blackbird. Blackbirds of the Blackbird creature are pecking and trying to break into the cockpit.
I'm gonna try to shoot it to help them.
I was gonna say, is there any way at this point to get up there, considering the ropes are down now, or the ropes are up now, right? They cut.
They're let me see. I think they cut the ropes. Did they cut both ropes? I think. I know Spywise at least cut one.
I think I burned the other.
Oh, okay. So it's all disconnected. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because I was like, I could climb up it, and I was like, no, I don't think I can.
Yeah, no, they're all kind of like just off in the wind.
Okay. So this is all gonna happen like right after it docked, right?
Yeah.
There are definitely other people on there.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
How many people did we see like come off at all? Could we tell at all?
No, you didn't see. Nobody got a chance to come up. You saw a couple of like the porters and workers that were there. That was already there waiting. They were on the the catwalk that was set up there, and one of them is now on the ground and splattered.
Is this a fabric-y blimp or like a metal-y blimp?
I believe. I think it's made of metal. It's very it's pretty sturdy, if I remember correctly. But yeah,
not easy to just shoot and take down.
No, it's very big. It's meant for big and transport. Like,
where is that? Okay, no, what is that? Can I essentially?
And
where'd that go? No, that would be there. Sorry.
Other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could I see if I might have an idea if there's like some sort of I don't know. No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, never mind, because that wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But it's still tempting, and I might still think it anyway because desperate. So yeah, as a Kajinu, whatever. they have arcane crafter trait thing, that they have like advantage on checks related to magic items, alchemical objects, and technological devices. Like maybe the blimp. If she might have an idea of like where there might be a fuel thing, something that could maybe help to do something to slow it down.
As far as like arcane, you know that this particular blimp, let me get the description. It you know that that the blimp kind of that this particular blimp is held aloft by its kind of the flotation, the blimpy part of it. But you know that this, similar to kind of airships, does utilize when needed similar kind of like arcane like propulsion crystals to kind of like it kind of has a redundancy system where like it's primarily arcane driven as far as like propulsion forward. It does have like redundancy as far as like, sails for the sake of like if it needs to, something goes wrong, they can at least propel forward a little bit with wind and things like that as backup. Or it can use it for like brakes to kind of like slow itself down in some cases, but it is sizable. And if you kind of look at the ship, it is a very massive ship with likely very massive crystalline, like very massive arcane systems that are driven, like are probably not going to be able to be broken with one or two shots.
Yeah.
But it is like a big, Boeing 747, like,
I was about to say, yeah, like a jet engine is the equivalent of what we're talking about shooting.
Kind of, and like it's more of a cargo version, but yeah, it's like that, like
the size of it at least.
Yeah, and as far as the size and scope.
Size and function. I'm picking up.
It's the cockpit is generally the main reason the cockpit is going to be so easily accessible for Mega is because it's docking forward. So
yeah, it's leaning.
The tip is docking. Just
the tip.
I mean, that's how you dock with the tip.
I always thought there was a little bit more.
Honestly, it depends on the model. Sometimes you end up getting the ones that have like that overwrapping in the front, for protection, and then you end up getting the ones that just like prefer that sport mode.
So the going, yeah. So everything is a little bit, but you do have. I would say you do have a view of, like you said, the cockpit windows where the birds are trying to break through, and and things like that.
So I have no idea about this.
Yeah.
But it's tempting.
Yeah. But unless anyone has any particular things they're going to go with, we're going to go to the next step of the process, which is, but obviously so 300 feet. No, I'm trying to visualize it. 200 feet. So in the next few seconds, as you kind of like observe,
I think I do want to shoot the window.
So you see the pecking into the window. I will say, it's fairly easy for you to kind of like just fire off a just a mote right at one of the windows, and you break open one of the side windows as they kind of start to kind of make their way in there. But you break open one of the windows on the side, and you can see shortly after birds flood in into the cockpit. There's hard to see, but you kind of see like there's a lot of activity and what might be Mega cornered inside the cockpit. In that next breath, the two floating gentlemen keep flying another 100 feet, but they're about 300 feet up in the up, still quite a ways away. The Blackbird makes another dash, another 150-foot dash, making it into the cockpit. He climbs in almost fluidly, climbs into the blimp. He and all that action, the with the fighting, that gets in there. In the next breath after that, you see in the next round, you see the Blackbird emerge with effortlessly knocks Mega the Brash unconscious and emerges from the blimp, carrying Mega the Brash, and seems to carry himself in a way as he flies off, just at massive speed.
Until we meet again.
Are you is Sept gonna try to
50 feet or something?
Yeah, he emerges about 450 feet. Yeah, it's still like you take a shot at Mega.
I don't like the idea of him getting elsewhere.
Yeah. All right. What kind of, just in case, which of the type of damage are you using? The piercing, the slashing, or the bludgeoning?
Let's see.
Just in case. Just in case you can roll another 20.
Right. Let's say, I mean, either of them could work well. Piercing.
Piercing.
Yeah. That was my first thought. So.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put all your dirty clothes around the house?
Everybody gets to say hi to Chaos.
Hi, Chaos.
hello, cutie.
Hello.
You looks like
It's funny
Chaos.
because right now I can't see the screen, so I'm just assuming you're holding like an incredibly exotic animal. So like it's probably like a cat or something, but in my head it's like a boa constrictor, like it's just a jellyfish in a jar.
It's a little puppy. It's a little
That's
puppy.
cute.
It's the one I've been posting in Cuteness Overload.
Oh, that's true.
As you see that moat kind of like pierce through the side, and as he's restrained by all the Blackbird, it's like you see it pierce into his side.
It's better than piercing the veil.
The Blackbird unwavering, does not notice anything happening. Just keeps flying off into the distance.
Yeah, just why she should have been shooting him, but no, too focused.
Which is good because not to let
Not
too
supposed
much
to kill him
on.
yet.
You might have quite a bit more health than even Mega does. But yeah, he moves as you watch, kind of like he flies off in the distance. He simultaneously, the blimp is well, in this moment, I'll say the blimp, it starts to kind of drift away. One of the other people on board in all that chaos gets back up to the cockpit, gets it under control, is luckily able to bring it in and dock it back up again. Luckily not flying off into the distance, and luckily not still tethered and maybe falling off, does not cause it to fall anywhere. Like, especially not a giant mass hole that would have caused an explosion that you would all have to run away from. But luckily they're able to kind of tether in all this, kind of like is brought in, and you find yourself a little bit in the aftermath, looking around, now a little bit, less, a little bit with no more information than you had before, and unfortunately having lost the chance to capture Mega. You kind of gather whatever you can. Everybody kind of like, all the bounty hunters kind of just scatter off into the wind, dejected. You make your way back to Castle Grasp. You make your way back to Castle Grasp. You touch base with Mansuri. Of course, without Mega's body, there's no reward, but he does. After you kind of like let him know what happened at Kyola and is with the Blackbird, and he does pay you a total of 1,000 gold pieces, and thanks you for your efforts. He also lets you kind of stay at night at the Vague Olive and no expense, just kind of like so you have a place to crash.
Well, figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
Which direction did they go?
And once you're able to kind of like spend some time recovering, kind of like think about what your next plans are. You spend like a couple days kind of like recovering and each kind of doing your own thing. You get contacted once again by Mansuri. He once again asks, "What do you know of an ancient tome named Prime?" He asks, and that brings us to the end of chapter 3. You can do End of chapter 3. Let's see. See if. All right, we finally finished chapter 3. I can finally finish part 1 of the adventure book. Except he which direction? I think he flew off. He's just I think probably just north in just a general northern direction. Just kind of away. Let me see. I wonder if I want to. Let's start. So this is a fun part. I'm gonna have. Okay. Let me see. Thinking about what I want to. Let's start chapter 4, but I'll do the one part that I think. Well, no, let's start chapter 4. All right. I'm gonna bring Drew over here for our usual. Once again.
Oh yeah, my dream.
Yeah.
Full nightmares.
Right. Yes. So I know you one of your nights resting. You're dreaming. You know you're dreaming. You can sense it. But there's something more to this dream. From the swirling darkness of this unconscious construction, you can feel something. Someone. There's a great city built along the shores of a mighty black water sea. Tall, snow-capped mountains linger in the background, as if the eyes of someone unseen. Your disembodied vision descends into the city, penetrating its dark docks. As if through the eyes of someone unseen, your disembodied vision descends into the city, penetrating its docks. Your mind flies through the city's cobblestone streets, passing vendors, laborers, nobles, and other passers-by. You see a man in a tattered robe. He clutches something in his arms. The boy, the same boy from your previous dreams, clings to the robed man. The robed man is running. People are trying to catch him. Briefly, he sets the boy down on a sidewalk and reassures him that he will keep him safe. You see the man's face. Green skin, blonde hair, and pale eyes. The green-skinned man turns and points his hand towards his hunters. Powerful magic erupts from the man's fingertips, instantly destroying the pursuers. If you want to kind of, so you probably instinctively kind of try to like look at landmarks and try to figure out, just kind of like, I imagine trying to figure out what the hell, where are you?
Yes,
go ahead and make a history check.
History. Okay, I'll pull up my. So I'm gonna figure out who the.
I'll DM you that whole wall of text so you can look at it with your eyes to make a better sense of it.
9 is.
You remember that there's this it's kind of hard to you think it's from familiar city, you think you might know what it is, but something doesn't quite trigger in your mind, but but you know that there's this city exists. This city is a real city in the real world, like
Yeah.
But you, for some reason, it's just not quite clicking. But you make a note of a few like the landmarks. You make it so that you try to like, if you ever need to, at least like double check with someone. But
Right.
it seems like a trade city. It seems like it's like on the coast. But for some reason, nothing is clicking.
Mhm.
Um.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
And I can't call out to the man.
No,
Like, hey.
You're having that. You know when you try to yell in your dream.
Yeah, and it's just out of reach.
And you
like,
can't,
almost.
like, nothing, your voice doesn't come out.
You better not have
It almost, if you try to even yell more, you just end up just waking up and yelling in real life.
Right. Okay.
But yeah. And you don't recognize the humanoid, but
Do I recognize the child?
the child, yeah, it's the same child you've been seeing in all of these streams.
Right, but I don't recognize it besides.
No, other than
This
the only time you've ever
thing.
encountered this child is in these streams.
Okay.
Yeah.
And me, the guy in the real world,
Yeah.
I don't know if Kelly is laughing at me pointing at myself, but she's laughing at something. So me,
Uh-huh.
I have an idea of what's happening with this child. But me, Feck, does not. Is that what I'm led to believe?
I imagine. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
He's not quite sure. And I mean, you kind of like have a lot of the same info that he does, but yeah. You could probably
So,
a lot of these things you
I could
figure
reason
these are
out, like,
details
why
you can
am I-
ask around. Yeah.
Why am I seeing this
Yeah.
time and place specifically? Like it's okay.
Yeah. And you figure these are details that you could probably ask around and
Okay.
maybe in a big city. Maybe somebody might know who this person is. Like, this seems like a recognizable person in a recognizable city.
Okay.
But that's about it. All right. Okay. Let me move everyone. Oh, I know what we could do. All right, let me move you. All right, I know what we could do.
So much always feels at stake.
All right, so what we could do with our remaining time before we start our adventure, start chapter 4 properly next time, is we can level up.
Yay!
Hey.
We're all level 4. You're all level 4 now. Which are obviously P's. You're gonna have a little bit. We're gonna have to figure.
I have everything written down too, so I can at least.
Okay, so once we fix
you,
everything.
miss.
Well, she kind of has to, considering she chose the
every time I've played D&D, like, and it's not just a bunch of like bro ass dudes. It's always the female that's like, oh yeah, no, I got everything. Like I'm organized.
Got everything.
It's like, oh, okay, cool. Like all us dudes are just like, fuck it, I don't know.
It has
I'm by
to
the
be
seat of my
like
pants.
we're not
It's
taught
usually because
those
it's like-
skills.
I wouldn't necessarily
Unfortunately,
have access to a character thing right away because it's all on Foundry, so
yeah,
that's where I started.
yeah.
That's actually, I'm gonna move to D&D Beyond and log in there because usually my level up process is easier that way.
Yeah.
So I
You
did
just
have
like
one
the-
question about before, since my paper one only had second level. Are we rolling like for HP or doing average or?
Oh, it was roll for HP.
So yeah, I have no idea what that third one was. So should I? I don't know if you do or if I should just roll them both.
I'm just roll them both.
No. Probably wouldn't work for both, would it?
Go to builder.
Let's see. So it would have been 9.
Level 3, boop. To level 4, boop, boop.
I
Ooh,
guess
an
if I rolled an
ability
8,
score
it could have been. So yeah. I must have, since everything else was second.
Yeah.
Nice. 41 health means a lot further from Dan.
We
Let's
have,
Instead of an ability
go.
score improvement,
all right, let me.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
It should prompt you for that.
There's
Yeah.
so
yes, but it
few
also gives
feats.
me the option for a feat.
Yeah,
Is
you can
that
do either one. Yeah.
Better.
okay?
There are so few feats on D&D Beyond for me. I got ability score improvement, alert, magic initiate, cleric, druid, wizard, savage attacker, and skilled.
So 10. So
It's
there's
also giving me options for firearm specialist from Critical Role, and that year I was a bear.
I am a big fan of. I've been
That
really
one was
leaning
a
into
homebrew
for
one.
Tumbao.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've been Petey. I'm so happy you gave me the year I was a bear. Frankly, it's hysterical because I use it for Tumbao in a different campaign I'm doing on Mondays now.
Yeah.
It's so funny because I keep throwing out weird shit, slightly like offhand. It's like, oh yeah, you know, one of my favorite meals always happen to be salmon.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So,
I'm guessing neither of those I'm going to be able to use. It should just be the core.
I mean, firearm specialist makes sense, but year I was a bear. That one's a particular for Tumbao's thing. But
I'm so happy with it.
But anything else is like it's fine. You know, if you want effect to start packing Glocks.
At this point, it would be
think-
effective for a man of his size.
I was not only thinking my size, but also I only have a certain number of spells at this point, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if I run out of spell shot slots, I
got
can just pull out a gun and just go, nah, I still can act at range and not put my little tiny rabbit body in harm's way. Like,
Honestly, we
that-
should just get you a big fuck off cannon, and then you just use it essentially like the rocket pump from Super Mario Sunshine.
I was thinking about the because this is in my head because I was trying to explain Idiocracy to Amber the other night because she's never seen that movie.
Mhm.
I don't know why my mind went to Idiocracy lately. I have no idea why that would happen.
Yeah. Who knows?
But anybody who says Trump is like Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Camacho is wrong
Oh, super wrong.
because Dwayne Elizondo Mountain Dew Camacho listened to the smarter people in the room when they existed.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say
Exactly.
Yeah.
Camacho is a better leader. But like I'm thinking of that minigun that he holds when he like you see him in person for the first time. He's just shooting off of a giant like monster truck with a giant minigun.
Now I'm just
Terry
imagining
Crews
the
is
heavy.
best.
Now I'm imagining the heavy like minigun from Team Fortress 2.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one too. That's fair. That is completely fair.
I'm super
add
about
those?
it.
All right.
Oh man, you know what? It's not an
How many
original
spells?
idea.
Oh, I can learn 2 more spells. Okay.
Let me see. Let me see if I can figure a feat.
Oh my god! Speaking of which,
Expand
that
the
reminds me.
rules.
I was thinking of an Aarakocra gunslinger that uses a minigun, and it's a Gatling gun.
Let's see. Slash.
I wish I could claim ownership for that, but that's from Enter the Gungeon. At least the idea.
So Doom Watcher now has Spell Sniper, by the way,
Nice.
Ooh, very nice.
and can do Eldritch Blast.
Classy.
Yeah.
I think,
Eldritch Blast.
yeah, she just
Blast. I always imagine it being said the same way Cyclops does in Marvel vs. Capcom.
So at this point, I'm understanding that I need to be.
I think I'm gonna give him Slasher. Oh wait. I'm also peeking for Spywise.
yeah.
Trying to figure out what might be his
Well,
squat
We asked if
nimbleness.
the day switch might work for again?
The what?
Did we ask if the day switch might work for Tony again?
I went outside to see what
I don't think we. I don't think we have. We
Sorry,
could
they were
probably
just sitting
reach
Oh
out.
my god.
Maybe, baby.
Why
am I not
just
doing this?
eating.
Because
Okay.
for him, it was also not just all
Well,
about the
it's
day,
small earlier.
because
but-
he was
Yeah.
he's in the West Coast.
Mhm.
So right now, when we start, it's 5 p.m. for him, so it was hard for him to get out of work in time.
Question.
Uh huh.
Because I forget. None of us have dark vision, do we?
We definitely are. There's somebody who does, I think.
I think
but I don't know.
I'm a human.
Right.
Is
And
there-
buddies don't.
Ooh, sorry to interrupt, Peter. I gotta bounce real quick.
Okay.
If anything, thank you so much for having me here again. Honestly, I'm
All right.
looking forward to the next time.
All right.
Okay.
Ready.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Hey.
If we have
I
that.
assume Spywise does. I gotta check about the Foxhead Goblin. These nuts.
So one of my second level spells I can learn was dark vision, but
Yeah.
if we have one.
Let me. I was gonna look up the PDF, but then
Pretty sure I'm just doing that.
go
Okay.
back here.
The Foxhead Goblins. What about them did you need to know?
Oh, just to double check if they have dark vision.
Yes.
Yeah,
60 feet.
yeah. 'Cause
Oh,
then
that
I
would be
didn't
dumb.
even grab the book. I was like, I was
This-
gonna,
yeah,
I was
this
looking at the
would be
PDF
fun
and then I
and
realized
dumb.
I could just turn around and grab the book.
Yeah. I've had the PDF up to check things.
Dragon's breath sounds real stupid.
Yeah.
If you have a familiar. Sometimes.
We also have like a village idiot, you understand, right?
Hell yeah.
Like, I could just touch him and just have him run in and just breathe. And that would be really funny. That would be a really funny way to do that.
Sure.
Yo, I'm fucking giving you the green mist and just fucking touching him and he can go away.
All right, I
That
gotta
would be a
find
really stupid thing we could do. Look, no, you don't understand. My first D&D campaign, our wizard, like, started stringing together kobold eyes to use as a necklace for his giant owl, and then we found paint. So he had a giant his owl named Clint Eastwood, who smoked a cigar, by the way, and had a cowboy hat, had a giant necklace of kobold eyes and like orange runes painted all over his feathers. Bless you, by the way.
this is
And it was
beautiful.
the dumbest shit. Like, it's the best. Like, that's real dumb. So ever since, I'm just like, well, that's a dumb thing I could do in D&D. That would be really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, the answer is alter self. Really, the answer is alter self. Alter self would probably be my best bet.
Probably.
Because not only does it have the weaponry, it also has the change appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm trying to find, if we're out of character, if I'm trying to find the dude who's carrying me to safety and why, and figure out that mystery, Petey, then okay, because that's what I'm assuming. We're gonna learn that. We'll do alter self, and now I have a cantrip. Cantrip.
All right. Well. All right. That's it for Through the Tomes. We had a nice little short return. Just wanted to kind of wrap up this current chapter, but we'll be back with more. There's going to be a little bit more to do. Get into some sleuthing, some investigating. We're gonna do try maybe a heist. Just spoilers. Sorry. Maybe a heist. I'm just saying.
Will it be a tiny heist?
I think it might be a big heist. But either way, look forward to that. To our fun ongoing adventures as we continue Hand of the Eight. thank you for being with us. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, check out all the fun things. Check out Rebellion TV on Twitch if you're over there on YouTube for this and our other shows like Record Breakers, our music podcast, our GM mode streams. I'm also doing a more steady schedule of game streams, including our morning coffee stream, which is a very like just chill morning stream where there's music playing and I either do homework or play some chill game and just hang out. Fun stuff there. Just like, share, subscribe, to follow us on Twitch. Until next time, hasta los huevos.
Yes.
See ya.
Annyeong. Fighting.